Can y'all see me? Am I live? No sound? No sound? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? I got sound. You got sound? Can you guys hear me? I hope so. What's good? It's Thursday night. Smoking here. Just smoking. Chilling. How's everybody doing out there? Good? That's good. I'm doing good. A little tired. You guys all hear me? That's good. I can see you all. Well, I can read you all. I'm a little. Give me a minute to get my buzz on here. Running around like crazy. And as you can see, it's just me again. Jiggy is still taking care of some stuff. He hopefully will be back next Thursday. We'll have to wait and see what happens. And when he does come back, he will be back. Don't worry about that. So he'll be coming back, and he's got some stuff to talk to everybody about what's been going on and stuff, and some things that he's experienced, I guess you could say. So I don't want to get into all of too much of that. I'll let him tell you all that stuff, but just know that he's doing good, and he'll be should be back next week. He's probably watching. I'm surprised we haven't seen him in the chat yet, but he might pop in the chat. Maybe I don't know. So it's gonna be another short show. He said I'm kind of tired, a lot of running around and shit, and just got home. Fucking traffic is a nightmare out there. Fucking people don't know how to drive. I don't know why. Like, just randomly, all of a sudden, people just forget how to fucking drive sometimes. It's like, should be no traffic tonight, and all of a sudden there's traffic everywhere because people don't know what the fuck they're doing. So, yes, y'all. Smoke in my eye. I'll pass on the kind words there, genocide, BGs. UFO Gandalf. If you like that, go to just search. Not now. When I'm done talking here in a little bit, after I'm done, you can search on YouTube "Ancient Aliens Debunked" or and watch the whole. It's you gotta have it's like 3 hours, 3.5 hours long. It's a 3.5 hour long video. Um, we also have a website. It's called ancientaliensdebunked.com, where they break down everything that's in the video. All they show you, they have links. They show you all the pictures, everything. So the video, they talk about everything in the video. It's really well presented. There's evidence. There's sources. Like again, like I said, you go to the website. It breaks down each part of the video by each section of the video, by what they talk about in each section. It provides links and sources to each and every single thing, and it's a good starting place that I think that's why I've been posting it up and everything for people, because it's got all of it. They took very good time, a lot of time and effort and everything into putting this whole package together and making sure all the sources, everything is verifiable. You can check, you can look into this stuff, you can verify everything, and it's free because it's on YouTube. But they tell you on the website that you can post it. They wanted everybody to post it up there for free. Take it and post it. Let everybody know about it, and it's good. Like I said, it's a good start for people that are trying to get into this and they think that type of shit is real. it's a good place to start. It's a good jumping off point because then they can start fact checking these things. Because all these people out here, they all think that aliens are real, Anunnaki is real. So all they look up is stuff that's saying that they're real. They don't ever look into the stuff that shows why they're not real. Or why they're not really what people think they are. So it's yeah. Shit, we found that. Me and Jiggy, we watched that video fucking years ago. But like I said, I like to let people know that have questions and just point it out. Yeah, you just take 3 hours and watch this, and just about every single person that was skeptical about this stuff and thought that oh no, that's I believe that Anunnaki shit and everything. Once they watch that stuff, and a lot people who believe in the ancient alien shit in general, once they watch the video, they're like, holy shit, wow. You know what I mean? Some of them, it's hard for people to admit they're wrong. So it's whatever. I don't know why. I mean, being wrong's part of life. You ain't gonna learn from your mistakes and from being wrong if you can't admit you're wrong. So, that's a good one. That's some tasty stuff. I'm not gonna lie. At first, on the surface and stuff, and we've even talked about a lot of them. We go back and watch our old episodes and stuff. A lot of this stuff, we used to say it's plausible, very plausible. There was when you look at it at first and when you first getting into it, like I said, I was saying, on the surface, it looks like it's all very, very fucking plausible. This shit could be fucking real. But when you really research, which it takes a long time to delve into each little thing and learn about each little part of this and stuff, you might need to learn about archaeology. You might need to learn about metallurgy, metalworking, stonemasonry. Who the fuck knows? You might need to look into cuneiform. You might need to look into other languages and how other ancient cultures lived and stuff like that, and learn about that stuff. And that takes a lot of time to even just get a basic knowledge. That's why it's a slap in the face for all these fucking conspiracy theorists out here to just hop on fucking YouTube and Google and like, oh, Anunnaki, that shit is fucking so real. All these fucking scientists and all these fucking archaeologists and all these people are fucking paid shills, assholes. No, those people fucking, like archaeologists, and then there was, some of them, they were like, oh yeah, I can't wait till I can go around the world exploring for fucking ancient sites and shit like that and stuff. It's not that glorious though, or whatever, you know what I mean? As a kid, they weren't sitting around as a kid and somebody comes up, hey, how'd you feel like you want to be a paid shill? You want to go to school for fucking 8 years and fucking learn how to do all this stuff and learn all this shit, and then we'll pay you fucking money and you'll get paid for these other people pretending to be an archaeologist and pretending to be a fucking whatever it is? Does that make sense? Every fucking scientist in the world, and then they bring in these fucking half-ass fucking scientists with fucking, you know what I mean? What the fuck is it? The cookie cutter fucking diploma fucking mills. They're fucking, those online school fucking things is fucking online universities that don't fucking mean shit. Yeah, I went there for 6 months. I studied online. I know all about archaeology and the ancient cultures. Yes, this stuff is real. I'd say this stuff is all real. Yeah, aliens, Anunnaki, ancient technology. It's all real. Look at it. Just look. You can trust me. I got a degree online in 6 months. But don't believe the guy who fucking spent half of his fucking life, spent years and years going to school, and then the rest of the half of his life fucking out in the field actually studying this stuff and learning and studying and practicing and coming up with these theories and everything that these people do. It's just fucking ridiculous to say. Now again, yeah, there may be some people that, that eventually they may get swayed by money while they're in there, just like politicians and stuff. Somebody comes around, does a little lobbying, flashes some money. Some people's mind are going to get swayed. It's human fucking nature. but not everybody's in on it. Yeah, David Childress, he's another fucking idiot. All these fucking people fucking talking up their ass. They know they're fucking they know they gotta be fucking talking out their ass. And if they fucking really believe the shit that's coming out of their mouths, they're fucking delusional. And they need to seek some fucking mental help. Especially people like Corey Good and fucking David Wilcox. Corey Good really, really needs to seek psychological help. Now, I'm not usually one for that. There's very rarely, and well, you know what I mean? A lot of this shit, I'll just be like, fucking suck it up, take care of it. It's all in your head. You can deal with this shit. It's what I do, you know what I mean? But there's some people that really need some other people's help and stuff. And he needs to go away for a long time. That dude is a fucking wackadoodle. Dude, fucking tin fucking foil hat fucking king. That, I mean, the stuff that comes out of his mouth, it's just getting, it's fucking so fucking, I don't even know. So, I don't know. If any of y'all listen to the Joe Rogan fucking podcast there with Edward Snowden and or seen the news and everything, big huge blow, big blow to the conspiracy theory community today from one of their favorite whistleblowers. That's what makes it so much fucking better. Edward Snowden, conspiracy theory fucking favorite, one of their favorite whistleblowers, blows the whistle on one of the biggest conspiracy theories. Yeah, if he really has temporal dementia out of mind, because I just looked, I see a comment there. If Corey Good really does have temporal dementia, yeah, he really does have. That's a serious fucking mental issue, and that would explain a lot of why he is the way he is, and the way he acts and the way what he does and stuff. I don't think he's getting any help for that, or he's doing very much about it. And he really should be seeking medical treatment and stuff. And if people really loved him and cared about him and stuff, like his wife and shit, they would not let him be out doing what he does. The temporal dementia. I forgot it's temporal. That's like kind of short name. We've talked about it before on the show, and I read about it and everything like that. It's really is it is a thing and stuff like that. If he really has that, and like I said, that answers a lot of questions about his fucking behavior. I'm not saying I agree 100% with what Snowden says and everything, UFO Gandalf, but I just think it's fucking hilarious that all these fucking conspiracy fucking theories use Snowden and stuff, and these, because he's a whistleblower, and they use Snowden as this fucking, the thing, everybody said that people was being spied on, and Snowden says it's true, and they use, they love to prop these fucking people up. But then all of a sudden, Snowden says something like this and does this and shit. It's fucking funny. I don't know if you follow me on Instagram. You can go and see a meme I posted up. It's fucking picture of fucking somebody shredding fucking documents. And I said fucking all the conspiracy fucking truthers of Instagram right now going through their old fucking posts looking for Edward Snowden things to get rid of the evidence that they backed him up. Because you know that fucking him saying that crushed fucking people's hopes and dreams and shit. It's just, Yeah, of course, everybody's just gonna, all the, then you got the ones that are like, oh, well, that's because he's a paid shill. Then I'm like, well, how come a month ago you were saying he's a hero? He's such a hero for doing what he did. He's a true patriot. More people should do what he did. Now he's a shill. Now he's a paid agent. That's how you can tell and see that this shit is fucking bullshit. And these people that talk about this shit is bullshit. It's just like that. Somebody's a shill. I get called a fucking shill and fucking government agent and all kind of shit all day long. all day long on fucking social media and shit. Not on Twitter so much, but on Instagram and stuff. It's fucking hilarious. But yeah, Snowden said some interesting things and everything. Like I said, I don't agree with all of his opinions and everything that he says and stuff, but um, for the most part, I mean, a lot of the stuff that he does say is very credible because the evidence is out there for it, the things that he said, and he's put out the evidence and stuff like that. So, um, he has, some of the stuff is out there. So, I could see, and there's the people that are like, well, he didn't get to look at everything in there because the CIA has a lot of time. Well, that's true. He didn't get to look at everything, but I'm pretty sure that when you're searching, there's only a few keywords that you gotta put into the key thing for that stuff to come up, for them to find out to see if it is and everything like that. So, and he did say, as far as he knows, and from what he could find, what he couldn't find, let's say, is that they haven't contacted U.S. intelligences. But maybe he found some documents in there saying that they did. They contacted some other intelligences. I think he would have said that if that was true, but he's just saying that he can say that from what he's seen, they haven't contacted the U.S. As far as, I mean, again, it may be possible on the scale of plausibility. I'd put it way the fuck down near zero. You know what I mean? Because again, we don't have any evidence of this stuff. All we have evidence of is some stuff that we can't identify. That is, when you logically and rationally think about it and break it down and go through all the scenarios of possible things that it could be, it's something that we made. Whether it's the United States, Russia, China, Japan, who knows? Who knows? Fucking Sweden, Canada, Peru. Who knows what these people are doing? Fuck, some of this shit flying around could be some dude who just builds fucking drones and fucking shit in his backyard and fucking flies it around. He's like, fuck the FA, fuck all that shit. My stuff is too fucking good. They're not gonna catch me. And this dude just built this fucking thing and he's fucking... We don't know. We don't know. So the logical thing for everybody in this fucking out there is, it's aliens! It's an alien! No. You gotta eliminate. You can't just say, oh, well, I don't know what it is, so it must be aliens. There's thousands and thousands of possibilities of what it might possibly be. So it could be, I mean, anything. You gotta eliminate all those other possibilities. You can't just say, well, can't tell what it is, so it's an alien. I never seen anything do that before. It's alien. I guess it's alien to you because you don't know, you've never seen it before, but it doesn't mean it's actually an alien life form flying an alien craft. Sorry, just trying to read some of the comments here and stuff, William. It's okay to be wrong about a subject. Latching on to Snowden after the fact he dismisses your theory is immature. Yeah, exactly. I mean, like I said, it's okay to be wrong. I've put up posts. I've corrected myself. We've done it on the show. I've admitted it on here. Like I said, I didn't go back. We got years and years of us talking about all this stuff where we said we believed in it. We said it's possible. We didn't say it's real. We didn't say it's the truth. We were just saying that it's possible. Like we've always said, it's still possible that there could be some aliens coming here. There's just nothing to show. There's not any of the stuff that people say that is evidence of it is not evidence of that at all. It's extremely sad, William. Extremely sad. Happens all the time. Like I said, people all the time. I posted on the Instagram on the video about the Anunnaki and stuff, and boom, just bombarded by people. And I'm just like, yep. Whatever. They just deny, straight up deny it. People, they're telling me, like we were talking about last week and stuff about the copper chisels and stuff like that. And they're like, oh, copper can't do it. I'm like, it can do it. Oh, you can't polish granite with sand. You can't? So what's that attached to that bottom of that piece of paper that you attach to the buffer and the sander? It's called a sander for a reason. Fuck. I mean, it's so simple and fucking logical. These people, I mean, sit there and they write all this crazy shit saying, and it's not. And I'm like, do you hear what you're saying? And the dude's a stonemason. Guy says, I cut granite for a living. We got diamond saws and stuff that do this stuff. They couldn't have done that. They couldn't have used sand to do any of this stuff. I'm like, they couldn't. They can't. Here's the video showing that they can. There's legit video. I'm gonna find it and find them and post them and stuff like it. That's not on Ancient Aliens Debunked and stuff like that. Because over in Egypt, they've literally they tried to show this stuff and prove this stuff. You know, to show that this, okay, this is our theory. Okay, so you got a theory. Now you need to test it. You need, and if that's not that wasn't right. Okay, let's come up with a new theory. Test it again. Let's, you know what I mean? Let's verify. Do all this stuff. You don't just come up with a theory and say it's the truth or a hypothesis. It's the truth, because both of these things aren't even theories. They haven't even made it to that stage yet. They're not ready, but none of that stuff. So, so yeah, this video of people actually were actually like blacksmith and people who make those type of tools. They took the same mixtures and the same stuff that from the tests they've had from the tools that they found from those time periods dating back then. Now I don't agree with 100% on the timeline and the dates of some of these structures and stuff like that, because again, the science of geology and stuff like that shows otherwise, and weather, and there's all kinds of stuff that plays in this, which you got to start to study this stuff and look at all these things and know so much, or at least the basics on so many subjects before you can start to come to conclusions on things. So my smoke queen over here hates it because I'm always reading and learning stuff, because there's so much stuff. I'm like, oh shoot, something comes up and I'm like, I don't know nothing about this, so I gotta fucking learn a little bit about it. So I go on for a few days. I'll be on a tab where I'm just learning about this new thing before I can come to a conclusion or decision and use discernment to know whether or not the original article that I started with a week ago is fucking telling something that might be true or not, or whatever the case may be. All kinds of stuff happens. So that like, you know, there's actual videos of them, and they show how they make the tools and how it would have been made back then. And then they take those tools and they actually take blocks of granite and blocks of sandstone. See, that's the thing. That's the other thing with most of these ancient alien theorists and all these people talking about these ancient sites. They're not geologists. They don't know one rock from another fucking rock and what kind of rock it is. The majority of most of these things is sandstone, for the large part. Especially the, you know what I mean, the stuff the outer of the pyramid. Most of those are sandstone blocks. Yes, there's some granite inside. Yes, there was some fucking limestone casings on the outer things, polished limestone, you know, on the outer stones and stuff. They say. Pumapunka, it's sandstone and andesite, not diorite and granite. Sandstone is really workable, really easy to fucking carve and chisel, and especially with more sand, when you put sand in there, and the stuff over in Egypt. But again, there's people that have done and shown this, and people are like, well, nobody knows how they did it, and nobody can do it now. But it's like, they can. People have been doing it since they figured out how to do it back then. And then people are like, well, if it wasn't aliens, it was an advanced race with advanced technology. I'm like, yes, that advanced race was human beings, and the technology was metallurgy, figuring out how to take copper and bronze and arsenic and make it into a compound hard enough so that you can, the granite that they chiseled and they cut into stone and polished, you can do that. That's high technology to them. That's fucking super high technology to them. So yeah, that on a level they're right, but on the level where these people are thinking, oh yeah, they had laser beams and laser cutters and diamond saws and all kinds of stuff, and they're melting rock and doing all this stuff. It's like, well, okay, cool. We found a bunch of chisels that were all beat down to fucking little nubs, and we found saws with the blades with nothing left on them. All this other stuff. We found levels. They found squares, plumb bobs, all the stuff, all basic engineering. I mean, at the time, that stuff was super advanced technology. Super advanced technology. When they have workable bubble levels 3,000 years ago, 4,000, 5,000, 10,000 years ago, however many thousands of years ago, when that stuff was built, well, that the stuff like the levels and stuff, it's easy to date them because it's carbon and everything, because it's got wood and stuff like that, so it's easier to date that stuff. Where stone you can't date, you date the stuff that's in between them, that would have been, anything organic material that you would find and stuff like that. So that's how they can tell when you place stones. Again, and you need to know how carbon dating works and how they date all this stuff and how they eliminate all these other possibilities and all kinds of stuff. And 99.99% of these fucking people out there talking about this stuff don't even go and take the time to get that basic understanding of how that stuff works. Now, some of them may, but it doesn't show, so I don't know. Yeah, exactly, Susan Clark. It was cutting edge technology back then. That shit, when the dudes would have like fucking finally come up with this fucking saw, and they're like, "Yo, watch this shit. You put some sand here, you do this, we got straight." And then the other guy comes in with the level, and they're like, "Oh, high five! Let's build this pyramid." You know what I mean? This shit is super fucking high tech, cutting edge technology. And the dudes was pumped, and look at what they did. Why are we discrediting all this greatness of the human being, the human race, and stuff like that with Alien? It's another thing. It's fucking disgusting how fucking how these people discredit and disrespect our ancestors and the great things that they were able to accomplish with the little that they have. Fuck, we complain about the fucking tools that we have to fucking do work these days. Look at what they did with what they have. I was reading some comments. I gotta roll another blunt here. So yeah, people. I mean, you gotta have an open mind. I love it. And people like, oh, you're close-minded. You don't believe this stuff. I'm like, no, I believe aliens are real. I believe a lot of stuff is real. But when I see evidence that says otherwise, I accept that evidence until something will prove that evidence that trumps that evidence. You know what I mean? That's having an open mind. I'm open to anything as possible. Closed-minded is just believing in something just because you believe in it and you want to believe in it and you believe it is, with nothing to back it up, no proof, no verification, no nothing. Just go with it. Yeah, fuck it, it's all real. I believe it is. It's my truth. Yeah, and some of that stuff is true. Maybe your truth that you do what you do and you do that, but your truth isn't the truth of the whole entire world and what's really fucking going on in your little world. Yeah, like I mean, I know my ancestors came over here and they built this country. I mean, there was people living here before, but for what we see nowadays in the buildings, you can still go back and you can see that stuff. You know what I mean? Yeah, some of the stuff that other cultures. I mean, the stuff is everywhere. Just the city of Boston, and we got 300-year-old churches here and shit like that. You know, 400-year-old buildings and stuff still up. Go look all over Europe and stuff, all around the world. They got stuff hundreds of years, and there's stuff thousands of years old. This stuff has been passed on and passed on and passed on, generation to generation since the time. You know what I mean? It doesn't take very much to figure out. Actually, I mean, even monkeys stack rocks. Even monkeys take rocks and smash them against other rocks and stuff and smash it against stuff. So they were using that's high tech shit for a fucking monkey. That's advanced technology. And then it doesn't take much to figure out. Okay, I can stack these rocks. Well, it's a little wobbly. Well, how do I smooth this out a little bit? Well, if I hit it and I can take some of this off, and I mean it just goes. It's just logical thinking. So I say like ancient aliens and these other things is a lazy man's answer to this stuff, to things that they don't understand. I don't understand it. It's aliens. I don't understand it. It's some kind of human beings that were more advanced than us. No, we are those advanced human beings. We are more advanced than those human beings. You know what I mean? We didn't go anywhere. We didn't lose anything. And then they'll be like, "Well, yeah, look at it. We got dumber, and look at how they built everything. Look at this stuff." And they'll take and they'll go like, "Oh, look at Machu Picchu." And other places in South America and stuff like that. You can see the old megalithic stuff, and then you can see it changes. I'm like, well, do we still build the same way we built 10 years ago? Fuck, do we still build the same way we built? Anybody in the construction, blue collar, anybody watches how buildings are built and stuff? It changes all the time. So what they did at first, they went fuck all out crazy as they learned how to do this shit. They're like, fuck. Look at the size of this rock that I can cut out and I can move. And then this other dude's like, well, we can move some bigger rocks. And then this other guy, just like they still do it today with cranes. New company comes out with a big crane. Another guy's like, fuck. He comes out with a bigger crane. Who can lift more stuff? It's the same thing. Happened back then. Dude's like, yeah, I can lift this half-ton rock. Another guy's like, yeah, well, watch this. I can carve this 1-ton rock and then lift it into place. And then they went crazy and they built all this stuff. And then as time went on, they're like, well, this is kind of silly doing this. It's so much labor intensive. So they made it so it was more economically feasible, and more able, it was easier for everybody to do and for it to be, so we can build up cities and do everything that we do. And then people who went in to repair those things back then, they're like, I'm not going to fucking move these big, huge rocks and stuff. That's retarded. I'm glad these guys were able to do that. I could do it too, but I could also do it in half the time and half the labor and half everything else by using smaller rocks. And it still works. Might not be as cool and as smooth, but again, they weren't going for making it all look pretty and stuff again. They were just trying to fix it and put it back and make walls and protect themselves from whatever other crazy ass fucking humans was trying to kill them. For whatever reasons, because they probably did some crazy ass shit to them humans, because that's what humans is always doing to each other, is some crazy shit. smoke another blunt. Maybe two. What was I talking about? What was I saying? I don't remember. Oh, Egypt and the ancient sites and people changing and building styles changing over time. Lady Marin asked, "How you doing?" Oh, your mic's not on. You can just say, "She's good. She's good." Lady Marin. Um. So yeah, over time, building styles change, and usually it's to make it easier. I mean, seriously, why fucking move a 12-ton rock when you can move 12 1-ton rocks? It just makes that much more fucking sense, doesn't it? So much easier to do. And that's the way the human mind works. That's why stuff changes all the time. Your jobs, it doesn't matter whether you're doing a manual labor job, a blue collar job, or a white collar job, or whatever it is. It's always progressing. It's ever changing. We are always evolving and changing the way things are. Nowadays, it just goes so fast. That's why all those most of those ancient sites were built around the same time, and most of it has influences of each other. You can see the differences because it's different cultures, but you can see the influences of how it was built and stuff like that because we were traveling and we were telling each other about this stuff. We were traveling around. It's just so easy. No, we didn't know how to do travel anywhere. No, we didn't, but how can we find boats? They legit buried a fucking boat like so that the fucking pharaohs could take it and ferry themselves over into the afterlife right next to the fucking pyramid. And now there's a big huge museum they built up around this boat that was buried in the dirt. And the boat is seaworthy. You could travel around the world with it. Wasn't aliens going all over the place telling everybody about this, so that's why you could see that it was a building boom. Just like now, just like in the early 20th, earliest 19th century, when we started building skyscrapers and shit, and we got steel and everything, we were able to do all this stuff. All of a sudden, boom, everywhere. Everybody's going up. But now it's kind of leveled off. Yeah, some people, they gotta have the biggest fucking dick contest and shit like that. Oh, I gotta have the biggest building over here. Well, I can build a bigger building over here still, but for the most part, people just build, you know what I mean? Because they know, we know we can go. Sky's the limit, right? So it just changes over time. I mean, people like Brian Forrester and everybody's all up his asses up. Now, I give the guy credit. He's going to these places or whatever. Granted, he's using all the other people because he sells his tours and he makes money, and that's how he pays for his shit and everything like that. To fucking spoon feed him these fucking alien fucking advanced technology bullshit stuff. But he puts up some really good high quality video of these places and everything like that. Good detail and stuff like that. A little bit of what he says, again, like most of these people, 30% truth, 70% bullshit. So, but he for him to sit there and say that we don't know and nobody could do this and nobody could do that and all this stuff and everything, and when he's sitting right there in front of these places and stuff, and I've even seen people in the background laughing like, what is this guy talking about? It's just, and he's supposed to be an expert in the field, but he's an expert in nothing. I mean, I just broke it down. And I'm not an expert. I got a basic knowledge in most of these things that you would have the ancient people would have cultures would have needed to do the things they do, and how they just think about how things are. Just look at how life is today. Think about it. Take away electric. How are you going to do that stuff? These people knew that. Again, first fucking people, they found rock. Oh, shoot. Sparks. Fire. Okay, cool. Oh, wow. Oh, no. And it just goes. Okay, rock smashing. Okay, this one's crumbling and breaking. So that means this one's stronger. Okay, so this one I can break stuff with and stuff. Now, can I build with this? I take this hard rock, I smash this soft rock, and now it fits together good. Oh, look at that. Oh, wow. That's cool. Let's do it with some bigger rocks. Like I said already a few minutes ago, that's just it's progression, human nature. It's an evolution. It's just how things go. Now, for a long time, it was very slow. We didn't have the population. We didn't have everything that we had, and things. And now this comes back to you got to have a knowledge of math, which everybody should have a basic knowledge of mathematics and stuff like that. Having gone to grade school and high school and stuff, at least having a high school diploma and stuff, or at least you know what I mean. For the most part, I mean the majority of people. So the math shows that things are going to progress and happen at a faster rate when there's more people around for that to happen. That's why you see the progressions of things. It's slow. There wasn't a lot of people back then. There was people, but it wasn't like today. And people didn't live as long, didn't have all the health stuff and everything and all kinds of shit. And so it took a while for that to go and to catch on because you only had so many people thinking about, okay, how can we do this better? How can we do that? And coming up with new ways. So there's not as many. But as more people populate the planet, more people are thinking about, oh, fuck, I don't want to build like this, or I don't want to cook like this, or I don't want to do it like this. So they're coming up with new ideas and how to do it and trying to put it into place and telling other people these ideas, and those people are trying to help them. And now, the planet's growing again. Now the population grows, and so there's more and more, and it just keeps going and stuff. And also, the higher the population gets, the faster the population grows. It just keeps, that's just how it works. That's mathematics. That's life. That's why there's such a big gap in the technology and everything. Back then, there may be a million people living on the whole entire planet. Now we have billions of people living on the planet, okay? Back then, you had maybe a million people, and out of that million people, maybe 1,000 people were really thinking about this shit and really trying to fucking advance stuff and trying, you know what I mean? And then now today we got 8 billion, just a little shy of 8 billion people on the planet. So you got to think you got 8 million, 80 million fucking people thinking and progressing and coming up with new ideas and new ways for things to happen. Technology changes so fucking quick and so fast because somebody's like, well, fuck. Again, it comes back to the bigger disc contest. This dude made a fucking faster computer than me. Well, I could do it faster than he can. I could do it faster than he can, and he could do it faster. And it just keeps going. I could build a better car than he can. I could build a bigger house. I could build a bigger building. I could do this. I could do it. And there's so many people doing that, and they're all competing. Looking around, you just got shit fucking everywhere now. Just people making shit just because they can make shit. Just because you can do it doesn't mean you should. But that's what's happening. So, I mean, again, it's just, I can't wait till fucking morals, rational, logical thinking, and honesty comes back into the truth community. Because everybody just threw that shit right out the fucking window. Everybody's out there trying to just fucking make a buck and fucking push the fucking whatever's fucking selling, whatever fucking conspiracy theories fucking selling the most at the time, or all of them all at once. Exactly, Alfie. I mean, then just think about just the people. Okay, was it back then 1 million people? Okay, maybe 1,000 of them thinking this stuff. Out of that 1,000, how many of those thousands were genius fucking level? You know what I mean? Like fucking Einstein, Tesla, fucking those genius. 1 second. Love you. those genius type level people, out of that 1,000, maybe one, two. So you got to think of how long it takes. And those two were like probably got stoned, or at least one of them got stoned, and the other dude shut up for a little while. You know what I mean? And somebody you start talking some of this stuff. That people just, you know what I mean? Just so when you put fucking logical, rational thinking to all this stuff, it just makes so much more sense of about everything, and it just you just find so much more evidence of the truth of how they really did these things, and you can think of how it might have really been, and just think about that. Way the fuck back then, thousands of fucking years ago, you got fucking nothing except for rocks and the fucking plants that grow around you. That's it. What are you gonna do? I know I can get dropped off like fucking Bear Grylls style in the middle of fucking nowhere, and I'll see you in however fucking far away you drop me off of, and wherever I gotta fucking get back to. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna fucking. I can't give you a time limit and shit. You know. I ain't gonna go racing and shit, but you drop me off in the middle of the fucking woods, I'm gonna fucking keep myself alive and I'm gonna find my way out of there. Well, fuck it, I might just stay there. I'll build a fucking cabin and shit. I'll live out the fucking land. But nowadays, everybody's got everything. Everything's right there and shit, and we still want to make it easier. Well, this is still too hard, so I need to make robots do it for me. And the same people that are fucking saying that, oh, the robots are evil and they're gonna take over, think that fucking robots back in the day built everything. Yep, follow the money. That's all you gotta do with all these fucking people is follow the fucking money. They're just out there to make money. That's it. Truth don't cost nothing. Truth is free. The fuck are they selling? If they selling you something, it ain't the truth. Follow the money. That's like fucking research fucking rule number 1. You wanna know if something's fucked up and corrupt? Follow the fucking money. Where's the fucking money coming from? Oh boy. Good for Corey, fucking good. That's the other thing. You see all this shit in the mainstream now. Next thing you know, Corey Good's gonna be on fucking Oprah and fucking and Ellen and shit like that. Fucking late night fucking talk fucking shit, dude. So what does that tell you? It's a bunch of fucking bullshit entertainment. That's all it really is. It comes down to. I don't know if y'all gonna see this. I forgot. I found this shit today right here. Well, that one. Who cares about that one? But this is from right after they went to the moon in 1969 from Time magazine. And it's filled with all kinds of pictures and shit. Cause I'm cleaning up down here. I might be remodeling the studio and stuff. But I was cleaning and moving some shit around, and I fucking found this old ass thing. It's pretty cool. For all you moon conspiracy theorists, these are original, unedited fucking photos. Before Photoshop. Right there. Old fucking magazine full of the fucking moon. For you. Where did it go to the moon? Got it. It's right here. So. Johnson, I see him on catching to catch a predator, that catching a predator thing, for fucking chickens, painting them blue and fucking them. That dude shows up at Corey Good shows up at a farm, thinking he's gonna fucking meet some farmer guy that's gonna let him fuck his chickens. No, I'm kidding. That's too mean. Corey Blue fucking chicken fucker. He's a chicken fucker. You know what they say. Great minds think alike, right? Oh, fuck. Yeah, why don't you have a seat here, Corey? Tell us, what did you plan to do when you came here tonight? Corey's all like, I thought I was coming to get buy some eggs. Well, Corey, what's in the bag? Why is there blue paint here, Corey? Did you plan lubrication? What were you planning on doing here, Corey, with these chickens to this foul life? Oh, shit. I can picture it too. They're on the farmer's porch. Corey's sitting there on a bench, all like, oh, fuck. There's a bag with cans of spray paint and fucking Vaseline in it. David Wilcock got away. He ran away with the camera. He was getting out of the car when Chris Hansen guy, that was his name, right? It was Chris Hansen. He's the guy who did Catch the Predator. I can't fucking remember his name. I think that's what his name was. He came out and was busting Corey Good. It was talking to Corey Good, and David Wilcock was trying to get the camera, and he dipped out. It's organic paint. It's okay. It's like it's all in good fun. I don't know if he fucks chickens or not. I don't know. Just a thought. You know. It's plausible. The way he talks about him sometimes. You know. I wouldn't put it past him. Just saying. Who blocked who? I don't know who blocked who. Alright. Yeah, I know. Yeah, Ezekiel's wheel has nothing to do with aliens or anything. It has to do with the zodiac, the sign. That's what most people don't. These people, they don't understand the way. They don't even try to understand the way that these people think and what they worshipped and why they worshipped and the way that they thought. They're like, this shit's up in the sky. I can't get it. It must be fucking greater than I am. I fucking jump. I climbed to the top of the mountains and shit. It's great. I can't fucking, you know what I mean? And then they start and they map it out. Like I said, they knew. That's why the pyramids, these structures, they're aligned to these things Because they're sitting out, I don't know, by the fucking fire, drinking fucking whatever the fuck they're drinking, smoking. I don't know. Looking up, there might not even be a fire. They're just laying out, going, I'm gonna go to sleep now, and they're looking up and like, wow, look at that shit. I could build something that looks just like that down here. Make it shiny and everything. Because like I said, if you look at stars and you look at them, especially Orion's belt, the brighter ones and stuff, when you look at it, the way that they shine and it goes, some people like it looks like a diamond and stuff. When you look at it, it looks like a pyramid would be up there against the sky. They took that, flipped it up, put it down here, built them all over the place. It's just really easy things to fucking think about. How this stuff came about. And then worshiping, you know what I mean, the sun, and the moons and water and the symbolism of everything and what it means, and people are like, oh, Tesla said 369 and the great things, when, well, look at when all the great equinoxes are is 3, 6, and 9, and it's like, well, yeah, the people of those times, they worshiped those because they were the changings of the years. Different things would happen, so that different things meant they had to do different things. They were great times. You know what I mean? Coming out of winter and spring, fucking, woo! Fuck yeah, let's go. Let's party. It's going to be warm up in this bitch. We can plant some food because I'm motherfucking hungry. You know what I mean? That's fucking, whew, of course, that's magic. That you knew, if you understood that and you grasped those concepts, that those fucking months and those times of the year were fucking super important times of the year, did you unlock the fucking universe? Because boom, spring. Gotta get out there. Gotta get this shit planted. If I want to fucking eat next winter and shit. Oh, boom, fall. Gotta do this shit. Gotta get my food ready. Boom. Gotta be winter. Up. Gotta get ready to do it. You know what I mean? That's it. It's all seasons. Yeah. Kind of important. It's fucking really important. All this stuff breaks down. The symbols that I have on me right here. Earth, water, fire. Fucking, it makes up everything. That's it. Come together. It's everything. You know what I mean? You need the earth, you need the air, you need the water, you need the fire. It comes together. It's all, you know what I mean? It doesn't come together and I fucking magic. Well, it is fucking magic. It's fucking magic that I could take fucking something that grows from the earth, a tree, and fucking, then I need air and some rocks, some more earth, bang together to make sparks, and I have fire. Then I can fucking cook on, or I can warm myself so I'm alive. That's fucking magical. That's the magic of it. That's the magic of fucking of alchemy and fucking all these things and all these ancient fucking reliefs and fucking beliefs and these beliefs. That's what it is. It is magic. It's fucking, we fucking do magic all the time. I got kids. That's fucking magical. I fucking make fire. That's magical. We do all kinds of shit, but people are like, no, there was levitating and moving rocks and flying, and it's building stuff. Because they were superhumans. Because humans are super... You know what? All these fucking people up there, these fucking spiritual, woke, fucking conscious, do good, be good fucking people and stuff, always like, we create our own realities with superhuman powers. Just once I'd like to see him, one of these fucking people claiming that, do something superhuman fucking, with this super fucking powers. Something. Cure cancer, diabetes, stop a fucking hurricane or an earthquake, stop a bus, fly, levitate, fucking hell, rescue a cat from a goddamn fucking tree. Just do one fucking super fucking thing. Super fucking human goddamn fucking thing. I'm waiting, people. Just once. Just want to see somebody levitate. Fly. I don't know. Tell me something telepathetically. It's just all comes down to knowing shit, looking at shit, figuring shit out. It's not that hard. You know how to really think. Really look at stuff. If you know how to survive and understand the art of survival. People don't survive today. They live. They're, you know what I mean? They're not surviving. I mean, there are people out there that do, they got to, you know, you know what I mean? But for the most part, in this country here, you know what I mean? For the most of the people that we're talking about and stuff like that, they don't have no idea what it's like to fucking be out there to fucking actually survive. What you have to go to. Oh, UFO, you missed the great fucking stories about the chicken fucking. Corey Good got caught by Chris Hansen on fucking To Catch a Predator going to a farm to fuck chickens. They caught him with he had a bag with some blue paint and some Vaseline in it. David Wilcock got away because he was smart. He went to get the camera out of the van, and Corey went up to get the chickens ready, and David dipped out though. Sorry, they'll catch him. You know. And then we're just talking about all the other logical fallacies of these UFO conspiracy, alien conspiracy, fucking wackadoos, tinfoil hat guys. I'll roll up one more blunt. One more blunt for tonight. So I believe anything is possible, but I also know that a lot of that shit, it's no longer possible. I keep an open mind. It's kind of off topic, but it kind of is because we're talking about Chris Hansen. That dude's a fucking shitbag, fucking piece of shit. I'm not saying, that, catching some things, but look into the story of Chris Hansen and his fucking whole spiel and deal and all that shit and everything about him. I'm not saying catching predators is bad, but that dude himself is not a good dude. But that show was hilarious. Oh, that would have been great if fucking... Ah, shit. It used to be like that here too, KB. It's like that in most legal states. You can't call them. You have to until they become legal. Like now, you can say whatever the fuck you want. But yeah, I remember we used to when I was a kid and younger and stuff. We used to have to go into stores and we couldn't ask for that. We'd have to ask for water pipes and tobacco pipes and shit. When I first started smoking and stuff, you couldn't even go into a store and buy a pipe like that in the state anywhere around us. We used to have to go to this fucking Jamaican shop, and they sold lamp making kits, so you could build your own lamp, and it had all the metal pieces and stuff like that you could put together and make a pipe, or you could literally make a lamp out of it. So we used to go in and buy, make your own lamp kits and stuff like that. pretty cool. All right, I will be back in 1 second. All right. Yeah, dabs are a pain in the ass. Plus, I can't get into dabs because most of them are made with fucking chemicals and shit when they strip of the fucking stuff off the flowers to do it. You know what I mean? So fuck dabs. But, yeah. Jiggy should be back next week. He's taking care of some personal things and everything. That some so he'll tell you about it when he comes back. He'll be back, like I said. He's hoping. I'm hoping he should be back by next week, or he should be. All goes well, which it is. So he'll be back. He's doing good though. Says what's up to everybody. Yeah, he's right. He probably does have dabs stuck all over him. So anybody else having problems hearing me? Is that better? I moved my mic away and now I moved it back. What about a diamond tip power saw, Victor, sir? Should be better. I moved my mic over. Ah, shit. Better for everybody now. Anybody who's having sound issues. I think some of it, like I said, when I got up, I moved the mic away and I didn't move it back, so I moved it back now. So I don't know. Somebody said something about diamond tip saws. I don't know what that was about. If you wanna talk about it, let me know. Anything else? Anybody else wants to talk while I finish up this last blunt? I'll talk about it until this blunt is done. Ah, so, yep. So that was hilarious thing that happened to the conspiracy theory community. I love it too because then they just start goalposting. Well, what about this? And what about this? And what about this? And what about this? I'm like, hey, hold on. We're focused on one thing over here. You know, like I put the video up on. It might have been YouTube. Somebody commented. I don't remember where. Somewhere I put the video up about Puma Punka, and they're like, well, that's that. But what about this? And what? And I'm like, dude, stay back over here. You don't think they did that? I just showed you the evidence. Where's your evidence that they didn't do that? They're like, well, what about the Nazca lines? Or what about the pyramids? Or what about this? What about? I'm like, you keep asking, what about this? I'm not just gonna keep showing you evidence. If you don't think it's real, you show me why it's not real. Let's go back to the first thing. I posted some evidence. This is how a debate works. I posted some evidence. You don't agree with it. You're supposed to show evidence to counter it. Yet I don't ever get any evidence. If you go read my Instagram, there's fucking tons of fucking things where I'm like, I'll wait here for your evidence of the claims that you make. People come on, they make all kinds of wild and crazy fucking claims. Has nothing to do with they jump right to conclusions and shit like that. Right, they jump right in, right to conclusion. Like I don't say whether I believe or not about aliens, but I'll say something about fucking a UFO not being an alien and stuff like that, and they jump right into, well, you don't believe in aliens and your consciousness and vibes, and you've never experienced any of this stuff, and so that's why you don't see it, and blah 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 blah, and I'm like, I didn't say I don't believe in fucking aliens. Oh, I love it. They're like, you must be an idiot if you don't think there's anything else that lives in this universe besides us. I'm like, I didn't ever said that. Not once have I. Has anybody ever fucking heard me say that? Ever? Nope. Never say it. They just jump right to conclusions. Somebody puts up a fucking blurry ass video of fucking and it looks like a tic tac in the fucking middle, and everybody jumps right to, oh, it's a tic tac UFO. Those are the tic tac aliens. That one looks to be like, oh, that's the green one. Those are the wintergreen Tic Tac aliens from the Wintergreen Nebula of Tic Taclandia. Uh, so, I don't know. I just don't understand why. Exactly, Alfie. It just the most people don't understand. People be like, oh, there's aliens in religious artwork and stuff like that, and they try and hide it. I'm like, they try and hide it. Well, the original religious artwork with the aliens, supposed UFOs, alien UFOs, in it is hanging in museums and fucking churches and buildings all around the world. So they're not doing a very good job of fucking hiding it. They could have destroyed every single one of those paintings if they were gonna hide that and they didn't want anybody to know that there was aliens in the fucking paintings and the church knew about aliens, they would destroy them. The church destroys shit to hide shit. Now, if the church was trying to hide the fact that they know about aliens, would they let all those fucking paintings be out there? Just think about it. No, that's the style of painting. It's called the Byzantine uh, artwork style, the Byzantine style of art, and that's where if you go look at that artwork, that style, there's thousands and thousands of fucking paintings with fucking depicting fucking things that people would be like, oh, that's a UFO, but it's not. It's the sun and the moon, or it's angels, which again were the sun and the moon and the stars. It's gods and angels, suns and moons and stars. It's, you know what I mean. It's just the way they thought, and they depicted it, and they thought they was people, so they put little people in them in that time, in that during that time period. Thousands and thousands of people all over the fucking world, all of a sudden were like, oh shit, I just saw that in the sky. Let me go and fucking paint that shit fucking down. It's not like today where everybody be like snap a picture, but still nobody ever gets a fucking good picture. You can see their goddamn fucking dinner real good, or you can see they're like, hey, look at the fucking ass on that girl way the fuck down there on the beach, and you can see that fucking snapshot fucking clear as day. So, yeah, that's all they are. Alfie is. That's all that stuff is. That's just what it was. That's just the way they drew things and then they depicted it. If you look at the way the people look and stuff, the people in the pictures and stuff don't look like fucking actual people and stuff. They look all fucking weird and fucked up and shit like that. People ain't like, well, look at the people. Were they all alien people and stuff? Like, they don't think about that stuff. They don't go to look through all the other artwork and stuff, not just the religious artwork of that time period. That's just the style of how people painted and depicted those things in the sky. They put people in them because they thought something might be up there controlling it or something. They didn't fucking understand. And here we are, thousands of fucking years later and shit. And people still think, oh, there's a magic guy in the sky controlling the moon and everything. Yeah, I haven't even seen the whole Snowden thing yet. I've seen probably most of it, at least half of it, probably a little more than that. But I gotta finish it and stuff. So busy. See, you can't. I mean, like Corey Good doesn't interest me, but I still listen to what he has to say and stuff like that. And occasionally, once in a while, he might say something good, like eat good. You know what I mean? But no, Snowden again, I don't agree with him 100% on some of his theories and some of his opinions and stuff like that. But again, he has put out some information. Now, whether it's because he's a fucking paid shill or fucking works for the government and all that stuff or whatever and stuff, he still has put out information and stuff like that. So you can't just dismiss everybody and everything all the time with everything, you know what I mean? So I'm not a big, huge into fucking everything that Snowden says and everything like that either. I'm not fucking out there cracking, with most of these people, you know what I mean? Like, if something comes up, here it is. They're popular. There's this, that. I'll check it out, whatever, and listen and see what's going on and stuff like that. I just find the whole Snowden thing of him saying about the aliens and stuff after all these alien fucking people there. Fuck, I've even seen some of these people say that Snowden says that aliens are fucking that there's aliens and all this stuff at Area 51, and it's not the case and everything. So I just find it hilarious how that these fucking people use Snowden as their fucking one of their little fucking scapegoat fucking propaganda pushing fucking alien fucking things when he just comes out and he just blew the fucking whistle all over the fuck that one. Yeah, I'll listen to what he says again. Like, I don't agree, and I don't, you know what I mean. There's stuff that he says that he doesn't have anything that he can prove it on. It's just the way that he thinks and his theories and stuff like that. Um, Again, he doesn't have anything to say that he looked at every single thing through the entire database and everything like that. But he seems to be that he was pretty proficient at searching for things when he was in there searching and doing whatever he was doing. But again, we don't know. He didn't. We don't know if he 100% searched everything and stuff like that. So there might have been something that he didn't see or something like that. It's plausible, highly unlikely, but it's plausible that there could have been something there that he didn't see. Um, yeah, Alfie, on Joe Rogan's the podcast. It was yesterday, I believe, or the day before. He was on Rogan and everything. He Skyped in, videoed in, and stuff or whatever the fucking to do the interview. And he says that out of all the stuff and when he was looking and everything, he looked for it through the files when he was working at whatever the NSA, the CIA, whatever the fuck he was working at. You know what I mean? Whatever the story is and everything. That he looked at all the stuff and there's no he looked at the Area 51 files and he looked at the stuff and there's no alien life has been in contact with U.S. intelligence, is what he said. From what he's looked at, from the searching that he did and all the stuff that he could look at and everything, he couldn't come up with anything. But in the past, conspiracy theorists and stuff, they post things online and write these stupid articles and stuff saying, "Oh, Snowden's fucking leaked stuff and all this stuff backs it up that all Area 51 and all that stuff." But Snowden himself just said, "No, it doesn't. It does. It's just there's no aliens. There's none of that there." You know what I mean? Um, and then he said there was like I don't remember the whole thing and everything. I just think that was hilarious. And then the greatest thing about it was the fucking every media fucking outlet, from the fucking satire fucking media outlets to the fucking mainstream CNNs. Every media, it was all over the. It's all over the everywhere today. No, Edward Snowden says the aliens aren't there at Area 51 and all this stuff. You know. Because he has some credibility. He has credibility to what he says and stuff. Because he's an actual. He's a whistleblower. Okay. Um, or seems to be. You know what I mean? Could be a plant. It's plausible. Do we have evidence to support that? I don't think he would want to do and go. You know what I mean? If he really, was he working? Who the fuck knows? Okay, but anyways, if Corey fucking Good or any of these other fuckhead whistleblowers that fucking David Wilcox and these people say, and Emery Smiths and stuff like that, was really doing the shit that they would do, they would have to be hiding in a fucking embassy in some other fucking country or some shit like that, or they'd be dead, or they'd be running, or they'd be scared fucking shitless all the fucking time. They wouldn't have time to be going to fucking cons, conning people, making YouTube videos, traveling all over the fucking place. They would be going through what Edward Snowden is going through. Can you hear me again? Yeah, he's not allowed to. I mean, according to the U.S. laws and stuff and everything, you're not supposed to give him money for his, when he talks to people and stuff like that. But I'm sure people are getting through to him and stuff like that. He was a lot of he was talking about on Rogan's podcast was about his book and stuff and how there's all these lawsuits. The U.S. government is spending all kinds of ridiculous money to sue the publisher and to sue him and stuff. They're suing the publisher because they can't pay him to write this book and everything, and they're doing it all so he doesn't make any money. They're not suing him to stop the book from being put out there. So they're not denying what he's saying is if it's true or not. They're not denying that you know what I mean. They're not. They don't care if the book is out there. They just don't want him because he's you know what I mean, a whistleblower and a traitor, and he broke the law and stuff like that. So he's a wanted felon. So you're not supposed to help him and can give them money and stuff like that. You can't. You're not supposed to. You know what I mean. So that's what the government is going after him for. They're not stopping the publisher from publishing the book and stuff like that. Just the proceeds are not allowed to go to him and everything like that, and people aren't allowed to profit off of it. But they're still allowed to sell it and shit. So he talked about that and all kinds of, a lot of his the stuff to his opinions and his theories and things like that. And like I said, I haven't seen the whole thing. I'm pretty sure I'm like halfway or a little bit more, but I don't pay attention to how long this shit is. I don't watch it. I listen to it while I'm doing work and doing other things. So I don't really watch unless they're saying, "Oh, well, hey, Jamie, pull this up. Let's take a look." And it's something I gotta look at. You know what I mean? I might go back to, oh, let me look at it real quick. But so, all right. Well, that blunt has been smoked. Um, that's it for this week. Next week, we should have Jiggy will be back, and I'll be talking to Jiggy about his experiences over the past few weeks and what's been going on with him, and who knows what else we'll be talking about next week. So until next week, thank you for watching, and we'll see you all next week. We may pop on again if Jiggy's, you know, before next week and stuff. We may get on before then if when he's ready to get back on camera here and everything, and may pop on. So make sure you subscribe and you have notifications on because we can go live at any time. 'Cause that's all we do is live stuff. So it was nice talking with all y'all. Logical, rational, fucking thinkers out there who are able to use your fucking own use discernment to tell fact from fucking fiction. So, thank you, UFO, Alfie, Genocide, KB, Out of Mind. Who else was in there? I don't remember who I saw in there. Some other people. Victor. I know. I don't think she's in there. Lady Susan was in here. Lady Marin. So, thank you all. Peace and love until next week. Thank you. Out of here.